Hello, good morning, my dear students and my friends. You are welcome in our channel GNG Chemistry. So, dear students, uh, on this channel we are right now teaching the physical chemistry. Okay, so physical chemistry, that's we have taken the topic chemical kinetics. On this topic chemical kinetics, we have taken the first chapter, that is the different order of reaction, kinetics of different order reaction. So in this chapter we have uploaded 3 lecture. This is the lecture number 4. Okay, so in this fourth lecture, this is the lecture number 4. Up to the 3 lectures we have taught that the rate of reaction and simply the molecularity, okay, and some numericals related to that, and the law of mass action. Okay, so after the law of mass action and the rate of reaction, so now we will discuss and we will solve some questions. So let's take question number first. If rate r equal to k, a to the here the what the this sign indicate, this 0 or this not indicate, this means the initial concentration of the reactant. Okay, so rate equal to k, a to the power 2 and b to the power 1. If there is no power given, then we just consider there is power 1. For a reaction, by what factor is the initial rate multiplied if A naught is multiplied by 1.5 and B naught is tripled? Okay, so it is asked in the question that how the rate is affected. Okay, by what factor? By what factor the rate is affected if the initial concentration, initial rate multiplied, initial concentration A naught multiplied by 1.5 and B naught by the triple. So let's we will try to solve it. First of all, we have write R equal to A to the power 2 and B to the power 1. Okay, so now the new rate, when if we multiplied A naught by 1.5, so let's new rate is R dash equal to 1.5 into A to the power 2 and B is tripled. Triple means 2B, sorry 3B, triple means 3B and power is 1. So here R dash equal to 1.5, you know, the square of 1.5, 2.25, 2.25 and A and B, this is the power of B, this is simply 3. Okay, 3 into B naught. We can write here R dash new rate equal to, we just multiplied 2.25 into 3. So if we multiply this term, it just become 6.75. okay, you can simply multiply it, no problem. So this is 6.75 and 6.75 here, so we take this is outside this to the power 2 and A naught to the power 2 and B to the power 1. So the new rate, okay, by what factor? By what factor new rate affected? So the new rate is changed by the factor 6.67. So the correct option is C. Similarly, we can solve this question number 6. The rate expression for a reaction A to the G means gaseous state plus B and C is this. So a rate expression, we are given a rate expression, rate equal to this. Okay, why what changes in the initial, what changes in the rate? So it is asked the rate, change in the rate if the initial concentration of A and B increase by the factor 4 and 2. So the concentration of A changed by 4, okay, means A changed by 4, increased by 4 and B increased by 2. Okay, so how the rate is affected? So let's solve it. initially suppose that this rate is given, you are already given this rate, this is the initial rate. Let's take r equal to k and a to the power 1 by 2 and b to the power 2. Okay, this is the initial rate. And now the new rate, when the concentration of a is increased by factor 4 and b increased by factor 2. So now initially the a concentration, initially it is the a, and if we increase by 4 it become the 4a. So new rate is r dash equal to k 4a, right, to the power 1 by 2, and b in place of b we put 2b to the power 2. Okay, so what will happen here? So we will take, this is 1 upon 2, that means power, this is the under root. Okay, so r dash equal to taken outside 2 into, and from here 4, 2 to the 4, and into k concentration of a to the power 1 by 2 and b to the power 2. So if you multiply, this become 8, r dash equal to 8 into k concentration of a and b to the power 2. So the new rate, what is the change in the new rate? 8. Okay, so change in the rate, it is changed by the factor 8. Now the question number 7, unit of rate constant of elementary reaction depends on. So in the lecture number 2 I already explained you that the unit of rate, so the unit of rate constant of elementary reaction, unit of rate constant basically for the elementary reactions, the order of reaction just equal to the molecularity of the reactions for the elementary reactions, but for other reactions the order of reaction is not equal to the molecularity of the reactions, because order is not the theoretical concept, this is a experimental concept. Okay, so here the unit of rate constant of elementary reaction, for the elementary reactions unit we can express the rate by the rate law expression. So rate equal to by taking the coefficient, actually according to the law of mass action, if we raise the some powers on the concentration terms, so these powers can be the coefficient of the reactants can be used as a powers. Okay, in case of the elementary reaction, but not for the all reactions, right? So here the unit of rate constant for the elementary reaction depends on the molecularity of the reaction. So this is the option number D. Question number 8, an elementary reaction between A and B is a second order reaction. Which of the following rates must be correct? So we are already given, this is the second order reaction. Okay, this is the second order reaction. So now which one is correct? So listen, this is actually elementary reaction. Okay, this is elementary reaction. It means in this reactions the power raised on the in the rate law expression, power raised on the reactants in the rate law expression, this is equal to their stoichiometric coefficient. Okay, so here this is second order reaction. There are two possibilities. Number first, this is also a second order reaction, and second, this is also a second order reaction, and third, this is also a second order reaction. Okay, so as it is already given that it is a elementary reaction, so for the elementary reaction, this is necessary that this depend on the stoichiometric coefficient. So suppose that this reaction, suppose that A plus B and form AB. For this reaction, if we write rate equal to K and concentration of A and concentration of B to the power 1. So here molecularity is 1 and molecularity is 1. So now the real rate law expression, this is the rate R equal to K. So this this is the real rate law expression. It means it depends on the concentration of A as well as on the concentration of B. So therefore the correct option is D. Okay, so now we will discuss, we give some homework to you, and then we will discuss the rate order of reaction. So okay, on the basis of the previous concepts, that's the on the basis of previous concept, rate law expression, and the rate constant. We given two questions. We give two questions for your homework. Suppose that this one question number 9 and 10. So these two questions you have to do yourself. The question is that the differential rate law equation for the elementary reaction A plus 2B and gives out 3C, and these are the four options. And second is for a reaction 2A plus B 3Z, if the rate of consumption of A is this mole per decimeter cube per second, and the rate of formation of Z is this. So in this question we have to calculate the rate of formation of Z, okay, in terms of mole per decimeter cube per second. Now I am going to discuss the order of reaction in some detail, okay. As we know that the order of reactions, there are basically zero order reactions, first order reaction, second order reactions. The reactions follow some kinetics: zero order kinetics, second order kinetics, third order kinetics, and some more. So now the order of reaction, actually basically the order of reaction, this is a mathematical concept. The order of reaction is a mathematical number which is determined experimentally, not theoretically. This is determined experimentally. The order of reaction cannot determine the theoretically. It is determined experimentally, which signifies that how the concentration of the reactant, signifies that the effect of the concentration of a reactant on the rate of reaction. If we change the concentration of reactant, then how the rate of reaction change. So it signifies that the effect of change of concentration of reactant on the rate of reaction. So this is all over the order of reactions. In mathematically, in some more easy way, in simple way, we can write here the order of reaction. It is the sum of powers of the concentration of reactant. It is sum of powers. It is sum of powers of concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant in rate law expression. Okay, in rate law equation. Rate law equation or rate law expression. Okay, so we will discuss by taking one example. So first of all, you take a screenshot of these two questions for homework. Suppose that you are given a reaction that's A plus B and gives out C, and the rate constant is K. Okay, so how can you write the rate law expression or the rate equation? Rate equal to, what is the rate of this reaction? Rate equal to K and concentration of A to the concentration of B. Okay, you cannot take here the powers, its power. Suppose that's okay, so let's x 2A, let's 2A plus B and gives out C. We cannot take just stoichiometric coefficient of this reactant as a power in the rate law expression. Okay, because this power, the power comes on the reactant, concentration of reactant. This is experimental concept which comes from the law of mass action. Okay, so here let's take some arbitrary number, that's L and this is M. Okay, so in this reaction, the order of reaction with respect to A equal to L, and order of reaction with respect to B equal to M. Now, what is the overall order of reaction? overall order of reaction, overall order of reaction equal to L plus M, means sum of all the powers. That's called the overall order of reaction, right? So suppose that if this is a elementary reaction, right? In case of the elementary reactions, the powers in the reactant, the coefficient of the reactants are just raised to the power on the reactants. Now, so suppose that A plus B gives out C, and you are given that it is a elementary reaction, then we can write here the rate equal to K and concentration of A and concentration of B to the power 1. And here the overall rate of reaction, this is the elementary reaction. So keep in your mind, this is if this is an elementary reaction. So rate equal to order of reaction, here the order of reaction with respect to A equal to 1, and order of reaction with respect to B equal to 1, and overall order of reaction equal to 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So the overall order is 2. This 2 order can be explained in different ways. Suppose that the rate equal to concentration of A to the power 2 and B to the power 0. This rate law expression also express this rate law equation also express the second order of reaction. Okay, and simply if we write the rate equal to concentration of A 0 and concentration of B 2, this rate law equation also represent the second order reaction. Okay, so I think you understand this concept of order of reactions. So lot of numericals asked in the examination. So okay, there is some conclusions we drawn from the order of reactions. So this is very important table for you. Okay, so because this table is very helpful in the optional competitive examination like the CSI NET and the IIT GATE. So here the concentration of reactant and the rate of reaction and the order of reaction, how the change in the concentration affect the order of reaction. If we change in the concentration, the order of reaction is affected. Okay, so if we change the concentration of reactant, if we change the concentration of reaction, and if there is no change in the rate of reaction, then the order of reaction will be 0 order. Understand? If we change the concentration of reactant and there is no change in the rate of reaction, that means the order of reaction will be 0. If we just doubled the concentration of reactant, if we just doubled the concentration of reactants, and if the rate of reaction increased by 2 times, then the reaction will be of first order. If we just doubled the concentration of reactant, and if the rate of reaction increased by 4 times, if rate of reactions increased by 4 times, then the order of reaction will be second order. Okay, by changing if we doubled the rate of concentration of reactant, if the rate increased by 8 times, then the order of the reaction will be third order. So this is very easy and very simple. Okay, now so let's take one question on the basis of this concept. A2 plus B2 gives out 2AB and the rate of reaction is given. So this rate of reaction, this is the rate of reaction, and what we have to calculate? So actually we have to calculate the order of reaction. Okay, the order of reaction with respect to A and B. Here we have to calculate in this question order of reaction with respect to A and B respectively. So order of reaction. Okay, calculate order of reaction. Calculate order of reaction with respect to A and B respectively. Okay, now So for such type of questions, you one thing keep in your mind that we have to compare the concentration any one of the reactant. Okay, we have to compare two concentrations or two observations of any of the reactants, right? So suppose that if we can observe this and this, okay, and this and this and this and this, any of the two observations, we have to compare any of the two observations. And during this comparison, one more thing you keep in your mind, if you are calculating the order of reaction with respect to A, right? If you are calculating the order of reaction with respect to A, then the concentration of other reactant should be constant. There should not change in the concentration of other reactant. If we are going to calculate the order of reaction with respect to B, then the concentration of reactant A should be constant. Okay, so now we are comparing the two quantities. So suppose that we want to calculate the order of reaction with respect to A. Okay, order of reaction with respect to A, order of reaction with respect to A. So how can we calculate with respect to A? It means the concentration of other reactants should be constants. So this is not constant, these are two constants. So we are comparing here. Okay, we compare this and this. Okay, this and this. Okay, so this is the constant, no problem. But we have to see here the concentration of A 0.1 to 0.2. So actually this is the constant, so no need to mention here. The concentration of 0.1 to 0.2. Initially the concentration is 0.1 and then it becomes 0.2. In first observation it is 0.1 and second it is 0.2. So the concentration of reactant is doubled. Okay, concentration of reactant is doubled. What the effect on the rate of reaction? Rate of reaction 0.04 to 0.08, 0.04 to 8. It means rate of reaction also doubled. If we doubled the concentration of reactant and then rate of reaction also doubled, in this case rate of reaction increased by 2 times, rate of reaction increased by 2 times, that means first order reaction. So order of reaction with respect to A is first order reaction. Okay, now we want to calculate the order of reaction with respect to B. So it means except B, other reactant, concentration of other reactant should be constant. So which concentration is constant? Let's take here, this one is constant. Which one? This and this, first and third observation. In first and third observation, these two concentrations are constant, 0.2, 0.2. But we have to take here, because we are calculating the rate of reaction, order of reaction with respect to B. So here 0.2 to 0.4. So you can see clearly the concentration of reactant is just doubled. The concentration of reactant B is getting doubled. This is the initial concentration, this is the final concentration. On doubling the concentration, what is the effect on the rate of reaction? Initially the rate of reaction is 4 and finally it is the rate of reaction 0.08. 0.04 to 0.08, it means rate of reaction also get doubled, means increased by 2 times. So that means this reaction is also the order of reaction with respect to B is also first order reaction. Order of reaction with respect to B equal to first order reaction, and you can calculate the overall order of reaction. Overall order of reaction equal to 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So now here calculate the order of reaction with respect to A and B. So here the order of reaction is A equal to 1 and B equal to 1, and rate of reaction you can write here, rate of reaction equal to K and A2 or its concentration, the power is 1, and B2 power 1. So this is the rate of reaction. So I hope that you understand clearly the concept of rate of reaction. So dear students and dear my friends, So let me tell you that lot of questions in several competitive examination asked from this concept order of reaction, and as I just told you, this is very important concept, okay, and this table is very important. So dear students, in this is the lecture number 4. In lecture 5 we will discuss and we will solve some questions, some more questions related to this concept. So if you understand and clearly, so you like and subscribe this channel, and if you have any problem, any doubt, any type of doubt, you can comment in the comment box. So if you have not seen, if you have not watched our the lecture 3 and 2 and 1, so you can watch. I will just mention the link in the comment box. So be continue on our channel GNG Chemistry. Like, subscribe and share. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.